Pakistan's relentless push for terrorism suffered another humiliating setback as the Indian Army decisively foiled an ambush attempt by Pakistani infiltrators along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir's Poonch district. But while India continues to eliminate Pakistan-backed threats, it has also suffered losses. In a separate attack, 2 Indian Army personnel lost their lives in an IED blast near the LOC in Akhnoor. This latest escalation exposes the stark contrast between Pakistan's hollow peace overtures and its active support for terrorism. We have a report. In a swift and precise operation, Indian forces gunned down 7 heavily armed infiltrators, including at least 2 to 3 Pakistani army personnel along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir's Poonch district. This incident unfolded in their Krishna Ghati sector on the intervening night of February 4th and February 5th. Sources confirm that the Indian Army preempted an attack by Pakistan's notorious Border Action Team, or BAT, a specialized terror unit that operates under the direct command of the Pakistan Army. Sources confirm that the Indian Army preempted an attack by Pakistan's notorious Border Action Team, or BAT, a specialized terror unit that operates under the direct command of the Pakistan Army. The BAT team, attempting to target an Indian forward post, walked into a well-planned ambush set up by alert Indian troops. Among the 7 neutralized infiltrators, intelligence reports indicate that the terrorists belong to the Al-Badr group, yet another proxy of Islamabad's military establishment.
The policy of Pakistan is to deny any dead person as their man, even though he may be carrying the ID cards, even though he may be carrying other identification things which prove that he is an active army personnel who has been sent to infiltrate into the Indian state. Pakistan now, because all their other infiltrators that they had got trained, the terrorists, they are not willing to come down to India. They have now started putting in their own regulars, who are like you can see the BAT teams or the others, to infiltrate into India. And this is now proved very clearly when we have recovered those bodies and we have got the documents, and we have seen that these people are of the regular army and not any other, what we call the ragtag army of Mujahideens or anyone else.
Even as Pakistan-backed terrorists continue to be eliminated, India has long suffered tragic losses in the ongoing battle against cross-border terrorism. In a separate incident, 2 Indian Army personnel lost their lives in an IED blast near the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir's Akhnoor sector. The White Knight Corps of the Indian Army confirmed the incident, stating that the blast was likely the work of Pakistan-backed terrorists attempting to disrupt border security. Search operations are currently underway to eliminate any remaining threats in the area.
We have seen repeated infiltration attempts right from Baramulla to Kathua. Now this also IED blast that has taken place, it seems that these people had crossed over into the territory into India and planted it and run away. And our patrol that came in involuntarily stepped on the IED and there was this blast. This shows that Pakistan will not mend its ways, and more things have to be done at the world level and even at the international level.
The encounter in Poonch and the IED attack in Akhnoor come at a time when Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has been making hollow calls for dialogue with India. His insincerity was laid bare when simultaneously top commanders of terrorist outfits like Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba held a conference in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, reaffirming their commitment to jihad against India. This blatant double game of offering peace overtures while nurturing terrorism on its soil has been Pakistan's long-standing strategy.
Pakistan will always keep talking about dialogue and will always keep talking about let us have trade and other things and all, and keep denying the fact that it is the mother of terrorism and it has got all these training cells over there. We have seen when Balakot strike took place, how many of these terrorists were killed over there and the graves that they had to make for them. This showed that Pakistan will never ever accept that it has these people on their soil and it is a training ground for terrorists. The politicians will keep talking about let's have dialogue, let's have business, let's have trade, but the ISI and the army, they will carry on with their nefarious designs of spreading terror into Indian territory. Therefore, the Indian government has very rightly stopped and denied carrying out or even trying to establish normal relations with Pakistan till such time it does not stop spreading terror, it does not stop sending in the terrorists and mujahideen into India. Till that time, Indian government is not going to talk to Pakistan because Indian government policy is talks and terrorism don't go together.
India has consistently asserted that Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of the country and that any talks with Pakistan can only happen in an environment free of terrorism. However, Pakistan's continued support for terror groups has only led to an increase in bloodshed. In 2024 alone, Indian security forces have neutralized 75 terrorists across Jammu and Kashmir. Of these, a staggering 60% were Pakistani nationals, further exposing Islamabad's deep-rooted terror nexus. Security forces have eliminated one terrorist every 5 days this year. 17 terrorists were killed along the line of control and international border while attempting to infiltrate, and 26 terrorists were neutralized in encounters deep inside Indian territory. Despite its failing economy and mounting international pressure, Pakistan remains obsessed with using terrorism as a tool against India. While Islamabad harps on Kashmir at international forums, the reality is that terrorism in the region has become almost entirely Pakistan-driven.